Hi everyone, I'm Kay Newhouse.
And I'm Matt Smith.
And we've had a great time at DCSX with you this year. It's nice to have you guys all visiting our town here in DC, isn't it? We're going over in this workshop our social dance survival workshop that we did for the beginner level. So in this class, the first thing that we did was an exercise where we played a song, and we said that all the leaders needed to dance in a way which showed every pattern that you know run through your entire syllabus in the one song. And we asked the followers to keep track and make sure that they weren't repeating any patterns the whole time during the entire song. No, actually we didn't do that at all because that's a terrible idea, but that is something that sometimes when we walk out to the social floor, we feel the pressure to set up that kind of a dance. That's not a fun place to be in. That is not where we want to be dancing when we're on the social floor. Instead, what we did was we looked at some ways to dress up our basic patterns, do some patterns which could be not too complicated. Either person could vary them so that we could have a nice social and fun dance together and not be in that headspace where we're trying to cover all of our patterns or keep track of what we're doing in a way which would prevent us from having a great time when we're social dancing. So we started out with a pretty simple exercise where we were just looking at a little bit of a weight transfer, having a nice little communication between the partners before we even started dancing. So we started out with our weight on followers' right foot, leaders' left foot, and then we looked for the followers to transition weight to their left foot, and the leaders to watch when she does it and transition with her, and then lead a one once you know she's on the correct foot to do it. And we played around with some of the ways that that can happen before a song starts, but we really wanted to see that even in classes, that we get that little weight transfer before we begin so that you at least know that your partner's on the right foot and you're communicating well before we even start. Then we went into some of our basic patterns. We did a basic amalgamation that had a sugar push, sugar tuck, underarm turn, and sugar push again. I reversed that. Sugar tuck first. It looked like this anyway. This is our basic pattern. Sugar tuck, sugar push, underarm turn, and sugar push. So that was our basic pattern that we started with, some nice simple things that most of us already knew how to do. Then we started to dress them up. So the first thing we did was a variation for the followers that we could throw in even when the leader was leading that standard stuff. So we did the same thing, sugar tuck, hadn't changed yet. And then we gave the followers a little arc off the end of that sugar push. I'll show it to you again. So we went sugar push, we angled outwards here, and then we came back to the end of the slot for 6. Went through our underarm turn. And then we could add it here if we wanted to or not. That was up to the followers whether they wanted to add that variation. Then we varied the sugar tuck for the leaders. So we came here, and as we went for that catch, leaders are raising, was it left or right? Right hand, with the fingers pointing the direction you're expecting your partner to turn. We connect here, and then the turn goes over the head. We end up with the opposite hand. We went ahead and finished our sequence. Still on this hand, we did sugar push. So that's an opposite hand sugar push, and underarm turn. And then a sugar push, we got that other hand back again and switched back to where we'd started. The followers, meanwhile, could be adding the variation on that sugar push. We did one more variation for the followers off that anchor, which was a little body roll. That's kind of a rite of passage in West Coast swing. It looks like this. So we went 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. And that foot points back on 5, and then we roll back onto it for the 6. Try to be in about the position you would normally be at the end of an anchor, and at about the same distance. That's when it will be most comfortable. And then we walk through the rest of the pattern with a little bit of variation for either leader or follower on those patterns so that we can have a nice, easy social dance, no pressure on either one of us to be running through an entire syllabus of moves as we do that. You guys did great. I'm Kay Newhouse.
Matthew Smith.
We said that already. www.kaywcs.com. See you guys next year.
Dance Jam Production.